Trigger warning. No joke. I'm gonna go walk to an edge. I'm gonna take you with me. Right above a canyon where people used to live on the edge, literally, in the wall, in the cliff. What is this place called again?
Mesa Verde.
Mesa Verde. Saying that white with an accent, that's smart. Yeah, you ready to come with me? See my pants moving? I'm nervous. I did this once already, and every time I felt the wind move on my leg, I felt a little bit of cramps, which freaked me out. So I'm going to show you, this is going to be my experience going through this. More welcome to join me, more welcome to not. So, I'm going to try and do a panoramic view. I'm trying to plan this in my head, my cognitive function, but I'm already nervous. I'm going to make this not excitement because I'm too close to the edge to be excited. But I love this view and I'm finding positives in it. I'm sharing this with you. Hopefully this does me some good. I'm probably going to go back and be all excited and cry. So, let's keep going. That's to the extent where I feel safe because it actually drops down. And here we go. It's actually kind of interesting as I feel the wind blowing, and actually as soon as the wind stops blowing is when I feel like I'm going to flip out. So that's as good as you get because I need to back up. Backing up. And I just found something that was fun. A little hole right there. Breathe. Look up a little bit more. Do you want to get a little bit of this canyon over here? Kind of zoom into it. I want to show you something else. Something else that I found very pretty. I feel better. I feel relieved. My brain, when I escaped, went backwards. I feel a lot better actually. In this whole area, because it's wider, makes me feel safer. I'm actually scooting down. And then look what I found. Breathe. There's a frog. Not a real one, but a mask of a frog. Face of a frog. Or a hippo. I don't know. I feel a lot better though. I can breathe more. Exhale that carbon dioxide, breathe in that oxygen. Isn't that a trip? Coming up. Now I'm looking around, scanning around to feel safe. And the other fun part about this is there's no guardrails, but there's paths everywhere. There's stones everywhere. That's to help you feel safe. So these people have done this for generations, literally hundreds, if not thousands of years. There's no reason for me to be afraid of it, but I am. Because I'm focusing on the camera, I'm seeking out other safeties. I stop and observe to see what's going to help me feel safe. And I feel better. Adrenaline's still kicking in my body. And I'm literally just coming up to a parking lot that's right above. That's a parking lot right there. But in the meantime, there's the path. So one of the things when I was coming down here to scare the crap out of myself and scare the rest of you is I got to see, look, there's the truck. Look, there's a pathway. Look, there's a pathway. Isn't that pretty? And there goes Diana down a path. Not following all the way that far. I might follow her a little bit further. And I like taking Belle out on this stuff and Blue out here, but it ain't happening. I mean, look, you can literally enter at your own risk. But I had to share some of this with people because it's just anything pretty down there. Well, I mean, duh. Is there anything pretty in this totally pristine, almost untouched area? Like, oh my God, like what is there to see?
Hole in the ground.
Dude, why don't they just fill this up and make a parking lot? And like you can put in so much more, like a shopping mall. Like I could probably find a good contractor to do this with. Can you believe that's what some people actually think? How can I make money off this? What else can I do to here? Oh, I wonder what lives there. Bigger breath, feel better. Finding more positives. My brain's already seeking safety through all this while my cognitive function's probably replaying in the back of my head, what the hell did I just go through? But all that's helping my long-term memory, that being nervous and anxious, but while still being able to come out and see all this. Like look, I can stop and observe and see that there's actually pathways and worn rocks that go down here. There's trails that go through this. I'm taking pictures as I do this. That's what a lot of times while I stop and observe. It's a beautiful thing of having a camera, is you get to stop and observe. Anybody feel good now? Anybody feel better? How many people do I still have with me watching this video? That spot is still a no. This spot, that spots are still yeses. Because I mean, look at that. But now even this big drop off is still a way for me to assess danger. Can you imagine the water running through here? Taking out all these rocks. Breathe. I hate sudden drop-offs. I hate them. Look at this rocks. These were cut. These were cut. Isn't that a trip? Absolutely no, too slippery. Safety, but I want to go see. These rocks probably, I think there's actually, I can't see where the cliff dwellings are, but they're all around, all in these. There's a giant square in the cliffside over there. See if I could zoom into that square. I have a picture of that from the other opposite side of that. And then throughout this whole area is cliff dwellings. Mostly on the side that I'm on right now though. But when you start through this, you start out on the left side where I'm standing now, and you get to see all these different cliff dwellings. And there's probably some just to the left, but I'm not going around. I am not going to go down and around to find out. I would not make a good explorer. Breathe. Glass. I'm not the first person here, obviously. I'm probably the first person that's so scared that they might pee their pants in here. I'm seeing if there's any cliff dwellings over here, because this is actually a pretty popular spot when we stopped. I'm tempted to go down there. There's a road right down there, a trail, people walking. But I gotta climb back up this. But I'm trying to see if there's any cliff dwellings in this area. I'm trying to give you at least one view of this when we come out, since I'm here. I'm trying to look safely before I start trying to find any cliff dwellings and put myself in a precarious situation. Still gotta breathe. All right. This is Scott with EffectiveDog.com, your Bay Area Canine Life Coach, doing a tour throughout Colorado using effective dog behavior, effective neuroscience, social neuroscience, showing you helping me relax. And if you notice, when you get scared or you get upset, you get bothered, you don't just feel better. So anybody telling you to relax is not going to help. When you recognize it and you see your limitations, you're able to stop and observe, you start to feel better. I don't meditate. I do understand that stress is good for you, but it's up to you to how you want to feel it in a way that you know is beneficial for you. That right there, I knew how far I can go. Once I started feeling uncomfortable, I stopped. I started to feel a little better. I started to seek out more positive. I started to see more positives. When you're in that heightened sense of situation, like I said, there was one point where the wind stopped blowing and my legs felt like they're going to go numb because they were anticipating the pressure. Your skin feels that. And then I kind of like, when the wind stopped, it was like I had to counter. And because I was so close to the edge, I was afraid to counter too much. Recognizing that, moving forward with that, moving backwards with that. Yeah. Life is fun. Well, I'm going to do a little bit more. I think I got some good pictures through the sun, through the trees in front of me. Hopefully I don't blind you. And then there's a couple cactus pears over here. Yeah, I like that picture. Hold on. Snap. I mean, this is not even the Grand Canyon. I'm still in Colorado, and I gotta get these little cactus pears. I've been trying to take pictures of these things, but they're so fun. All right, this is Scott with EffectiveDog.com. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. Tomorrow, I'm doing seminars. Whoops. All right. Thank you all for joining. I'm going to go walk back to the car. Have a great day. Thank you so much.